Hello movie lovers, Bob for Bob's Movie Review here, and today I'd like to review for you a movie I just watched called Nickelodeon, The Orange Years. So I picked this one up quite a while ago, right when it first released, because I am kind of the Nickelodeon generation. Although it started in the late 80s, which I was a child at that time. I don't necessarily remember in the 80s because I was pretty young, but I do remember kind of like in the mid 90s or maybe early 90s to mid 90s. I remember watching Nickelodeon, and this is a documentary about Nickelodeon, how it was started, the people who worked for Nickelodeon, the shows they created, and the legacy they created. And I don't know exactly how far it goes. I think definitely into the late 90s. I'm not sure if it went past that because this is kind of like the origins of Nickelodeon, not the complete history of Nickelodeon. And that's why they call it the Orange Years, although I don't know what the Orange Years really signifies. So they talk about how they came up with this idea to create this channel for children and the people who created these shows. And they start to talk, obviously, about the shows. Now, some of them I was not sure I remembered watching. Like they started talking about Hey Dude, and I was like, I don't know, I don't think I ever saw that one. When they started talking about the characters, like, wait a minute, I remember those characters. I definitely used to watch that when I was a kid. They talk about all that. Are You Afraid of the Dark? Are You Afraid of the Dark was like my favorite show when I was a kid. Double Dare, The Legend of the Hidden Temple, Rugrats, Doug, Clarissa Explains It All, The Secret Life of Alex Mack, Rocko's Modern Life. I don't know if they really talked about real monsters. They definitely talked about Ren and Stimpy. I was never a fan of Ren and Stimpy. Honestly, like my biggest complaint about this is it could have been so much longer. Like I would have watched this thing if it was 10 hours. They went into each of these shows for just a very short period of time and talked a little bit about their creation and the people behind them and the characters and what they were about. And I would have watched so much more about these shows because it made me so nostalgic for my childhood and watching these shows. And now I'm like, okay, I need to watch all these shows. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear like many of them are available, which is unfortunate and odd because you would think somehow they would put them up in streaming. I kind of wondered if maybe anything's available on Paramount Plus, but I don't have Paramount Plus, so I can't look. But definitely very interesting. Probably really going to appeal to people in my age range, either slightly above or slightly below my age, who were children during this late 80s to early to mid 90s time period of these Nickelodeon shows. And I love these shows, guys. I've watched Nickelodeon so much when I was little, and yeah, I'd really love to go back and watch some of these. I do have Are You Afraid of the Dark? I did watch that a few years ago. I still love the show. I do have The Secret World of Alex Mack. I don't think I've watched any of that. And I had actually watched a documentary recently on the Secrets of the Hidden Temple. I completely forgot about that show, but I remember watching it all the time now. And yeah, it's just a fun thing, and I really enjoyed it, guys. Like I said, I wish it was longer. I wish they had talked about each show for at least 30 minutes or whatever. You know, I know it would have been super long, but I would have definitely watched it. But I think I'm gonna give this one a 4 out of 5. Definitely check this thing out. Like I said, if you're from kind of that time period, definitely make you nostalgic for these old shows. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you haven't already, subscribe for more videos, check the show's videos, and I'll see you guys next time.